March 2nd, 2021. It's a visual novel game called Maid Marian. So it's like a romance dating sim game based on the story of Robin Hood, where you play as Marian.
Is he trains?
Yee.
I need Baldur's Gate 3 to actually come out.
It's coming.
It's not.
No, they
And
said
it's
they
not
said
coming.
last time that it's coming out like in a couple months.
It literally is coming out in August.
Yeah.
I'm believing.
That's fair.
That just reminds
That's what
me.
a lot of devs say, and then it's like 6 years later.
Yeah. Well, like that does remind me. There was a scene during the Summer Game Fest where they were talking to like one of the people working at Insomniac for the new Spider-Man game, and Jeff literally like straight up asks him like, "Are you guys sure you're gonna make it to the date? Like, have you guys been like getting enough rest and stuff?" And there was like a huge pause from the guy. And I was like, "Oh, that pause does not sound good."
Ugh.
Like he was like, "Well, we're like, oh no."
He fell asleep on stage.
That's why when he left off stage, we were all just like, "There he goes, back to the grind."
He's gonna work through the night now after that long pause.
As punishment.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like, "Oh, you
That long
got 2
pause was-
seconds of sleep."
That long pause is the most he's slept in a month.
Yeah. Oh no. Cats.
Oh, this is a Lulu game.
Oh, so you can decide how much things cost?
Oh, I'm about to bankrupt. I mean, what?
Drive everyone else out of business.
It's Moonlighter, but maybe good.
What an incredible way to kick off our first ever Wholesome Direct.
Charge
pre-show.
everything for $1. Everybody goes out of business. I buy them up, and then I drastically raise the price to $10 million for everything.
I can't believe Azure runs Walmart.
Literally Standard Oil.
Grab a cup of tea and get ready for this next announcement.
Big oil, here I come.
Azure lead jangled out.
What?
I was saying I can't believe Azure runs Walmart because that's what Walmart does. So then I said Azure lead jangled out. Oh, I remember this game too. I think I have, or at least I had it on my wish list at one point. I don't know if it's on there at the moment. Or maybe I wanted to add it on my wish list and I wasn't able to when this first announced. I don't know. But I don't remember seeing this.
Delicious. You will not be seeing me soon.
Yeah!
I am so happy
It's a
to share
Canadian
that we are
game.
joined today by
Yo.
Saffron, the creative director of Kitten Cup Studio, and the celebrator of an early access launch right now. Congratulations on the early access of Pico.
Is this still
How are
pre-show?
you feeling, Saffron?
This is a pre-show, yes.
Yeah.
I feel
Mhm.
terrific.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry I had to. But actually,
Well-
I feel incredibly excited and I'm so proud of our team. We've put so much of ourselves into this game, so
Yeah, I put it on my wish list.
Before we move on to the next announcements, I'm curious if you have anything you'd like to share with the Wholesome Games community before we head off.
yeah, I want to thank everyone who has supported us so far, especially Wholesome Games. You know, we announced Pico during the very first Wholesome Direct. And it feels
Yeah,
like
I
we've
knew
come
it.
full
I was like,
circle
I
for
remember
announcing
seeing
our
that
launch during a
game.
Wholesome Direct. So yeah, we're just incredibly grateful to everyone who believed in us and who also felt the need to make tea for cats. One more announcement. We will be having launch merch. So we're going to have some cute cat merch. We will be working with Misky. I'm already repping a shirt here, and this
Oh
is
my
one of our
gosh.
pins. So yeah, that will be available for pre-order. Please check it out on our Twitter, Instagram, anywhere on social media you can find us.
Oh, that's super exciting. Well, congratulations on your early access launch and double congratulations on the merch. And thank you for joining us today.
I like the art style, but that gameplay is not really my type. Yo, this reminds me of when Azure and I played that one soccer game that's available on Discord.
Goofball gold.
Yeah, it's cute. It's cute goofball.
Heck yeah.
How cute. Be sure to go check out the Spirit Swap demo now on Steam, and definitely don't forget to wishlist Button City's brand new game, Button City Soccer Days. Now, we've had brand new games.
Azure, do you remember the... I don't even remember what it's called. It's like in the activities thing.
Oh, you mean that game you cheated at? Yeah.
I was just good at that game. One of the few games I can play and not suck at.
Oh, everybody spam Zach with this game.
Yes. Zach, I have the perfect game for you. This one.
Frog with the sword.
Oh, yeah. The were-frog.
We've had Scimitar Cat. Now we have
Broadsword Frog.
Broadsword Frog. There you go. That sounds better.
Also, this is the second or third frog game in its conferences. The frogs are making a comeback.
No, it's every year. Like last year, I remember Zach was with us watching it, and he was dying on the inside because there were so many frogs that year as well.
Or frog song.
One time when I was younger, I was camping with my
Where are the
friends,
penguin games at?
and
We
I
need
saw
those.
toads by the lake.
In like 2005.
Yeah, it's sad that like it's mostly just like there was so many penguin flash games back in the day, and then now it's like forget about penguins. It's like bring them back.
Reject modernity, return to Club Penguin.
Yo.
The Wholesome Games community has been.
Didn't Club Penguin actually come back, but it was like terrible because they made it like really monetized?
It came back and then it got hacked and they got everyone's credit card information.
That sounds legit.
Time for Wholesome Direct.
Oh, we here. Oh my gosh, yeah, I forgot about the upcoming bunny game from the Neko Atsume devs. Super good.
Welcome back to Wholesome Direct.
Oh my gosh, it's Gab!
My name is Jenny Wyndham, and I am
It's
joined by my
Gab!
wonderful co-hosts,
Oh shit, it's
Kennedy
here.
Rose and Gab Smolders. Sit back and relax.
I wasn't expecting to see Gab for the Wholesome Direct.
80 Wholesome games.
And remember, if you see any games you love today, head over to wholesomegames.com.
It's like, I know this person.
The come up is real.
Yeah.
Like a streamer I watch was on G4. And
Oh.
came back.
Heck yeah.
And then they were like, oh yeah, it failed because they didn't listen to the content creators.
Yeah. Makes sense. That's how it usually is. Yeah, it's crazy for me to think that if I hadn't like stumbled across John Wolf back in the day, which led me to meeting streamers like Gab and Sinnoh and whatnot, I would probably have never met Sushi and Lulu and thus have never ended up here, which is crazy to me.
Yeah. Well,
She'll now show us how to build planets. Sorry, I meant to say restore the galaxy? Build a planet by placing tiles. Finish missions to earn points and additional tiles.
You can't tell me what to do.
And win stars. The more stars you get, the more
I want to
planets you'll be
destroy
able
the
to explore.
galaxy.
Me too.
Each planet will have its own quirks and special
Wholesomely.
rules. As you gather stars and prove your skill as a planet architect, you will get to know more about your coworkers.
This has a very cute art style.
This doesn't sound so good. Help Hako rebuild and save Bubblegum Galaxy. Check out the demo, available now on Steam.
Can you imagine if it like one day you're just hanging out and you get like a notice saying that your whole galaxy is about to be destroyed because the people, it turns out there was like an office of people running it and they went out of business.
And hear about your thoughts and ideas over
About time.
No.
It's time to build the cutest sticker shop on the internet.
Let's get a new galaxy. This one's kind of stinky.
Heck yeah. Whoever's managing it sucks.
Experience the joy of running
The
your
old people.
own cozy small business.
So many
The ultimate Karen move. I'd like to speak with the manager of the universe.
Yo!
rotate that sloth.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw the sticker game was also in what was it?
Stickers, orders, and hear your customers' stories.
I think it wasn't Gorilla Collective as well. I was like, heck yeah. It's great. It's like the dream because it's like you like getting stickers, but when you use them they tend to get ruined. But through a computer game you can use them and they'll never get ruined. Just have them forever. Yo, what is this?
Another one.
Another one. Oh, Moonstone Island. I think I have this on my wish list. Or at least I had at one point.
What's up? Hey.
And test your strength
me.
in card-based encounters to complete your alchemy training.
Cool slime.
Yeah, I have Moonstone Island on my wish list.
Building simulator that
Nerd.
artfully combines
Another
relaxing
one.
experience with eye-pleasing voxel art visuals.
Another one for M.
Ever-brightening landscape and connect the world
Oh,
by building
the train game.
tracks.
Trains. My brother-in-law, my sister's husband,
Hi,
he
I'm an artist
is super into like building like model train sets and stuff.
Cool.
He has like a
I like them
giant
already.
one. Yeah, he has like a giant one in his basement, like in the basement of their house. They just have like this giant train set that he's been working on for ages. And they recently got like a little 3D printer. And he's like using it to create like little things like signs and stuff like that to put in
Cool.
in the model.
He's thriving.
Yeah, it was great. Like every time I talk to my sister on Saturdays, I'll be like, "How's Ken doing?" And she'll be like, "Oh, he's playing with the trains downstairs."
With a sprinkle of romance.
Yo.
I don't want to live his life. He runs weird.
My Steam Deck just showed up.
Yo.
Yeah.
You can play Factorio in bed.
Probably not. Apparently it runs horribly on it.
Oh, oof.
Yeah, you need a lot of keys to play that game, so it's tough to play
To take a moment to thank a few
on a
friends
handheld.
and partners who helped make today's show possible. That
The
includes
RimWorld apparently runs great.
Digital, Sedesco, Studio Dried
Heck yeah.
Hyperbeard, Raw Fury, and Fireshine Games. Again, a big thank you from the Wholesome Games team to you.
Yeah, this is the game from the Neko Atsume devs.
Usagi-shima is a cozy, relaxing bunny collecting game. Decorate an abandoned island while you discover and make friends with a variety of cute, curious bunnies.
Is that Curious George game dropping?
One day. Also, the weird thing about this game, the reason I keep forgetting about it is because I wonder if it's gonna just be like a mobile game or something. Because it's never on... Yeah, it is just a mobile game, just like Neko Atsume.
Is a joyful co-op platformer where up to 10 random players.
Because every time I look it up, it's like, oh, it's not on Steam. I can't wishlist it.
Game about finding bliss in cooperation. Join a joyful team of up to 10 players online and combine your...
This looks like another Vienna game.
The chaos.
Yo.
Choose one. Spit on your friends to make them sticky.
I don't spit on your friends to make them sticky.
And you said this is a Vienna game.
It is.
It is.
It fits well with the
It fits well with the theme.
Sing your heart out to create the bridge. But you don't need a reason to carry your friends to victory as they bask in their natural glory.
Count Chocula, is this you?
Karma Zoo. I'm putting that on my wish list.
Karma Zoo.
Karma Zoo.
Kalamazoo.
Add to your wish list. Yeah, they showed it during the Devolver Direct, but I like completely forgot about it for some reason. I think my brain was too fried from everything else that was going on. Now I have 142 games on my wish list. Another one. Another frog
Hop
game.
into the world of Kamairu, a cozy farming and crafting game where you breed and collect frogs.
Zach is in pain somewhere.
Yeah. Zach hates the Wholesome Direct. They always have tons of frogs here. I remember, I think it was last year, he was like, when are we gonna have, like, the
We are just
Curse Direct.
but I'd like to take a moment to mention our collaboration this year with the Able
Duck
Gamers
Hunt,
charity.
but for frogs.
Able Gamers is a nonprofit organization dedicated
That's
to
gonna
improving
be my
accessibility
studio.
and enabling more people with
I'm gonna become a
disabilities to be able
dev
to play
game
video
and
games.
make a studio, and it's gonna be
They
called the
assist individuals
Cursed
in getting
Direct
the
Studio.
peripherals they need.
Heck
work with
yeah.
developers to improve
We're gonna have
accessibility
a conference,
and
and
more.
it's just gonna be the most awful things you've ever
These
seen in your
partners
life.
offer 2 limited-time Wholesome Direct
Everyone
t-shirts
will
to celebrate today's
actually end
event,
up loving
and
it.
10%
It'll be
off
like
for
another
Able Gamers.
Devolver.
If you'd like to learn more, you can visit
Like, what's gonna happen
ablegamers.org
this
and get
year?
your limited time t-shirts at theyeti.com/wholesomegames.
Hi everybody, Steve Spawn here. Wholesome games are great. They have great content, they're great fun, they're awesome to enjoy. But I don't think it's really about the game's content so much as it is the safe space that they provide where
I have so
everyone is
many
welcome,
questions.
everyone has a seat at the table, and everyone can have fun together.
Armored Games. And it's a common.
Yeah. I didn't know they.
A bright fantasy world in Paladins, a whimsical co-op adventure inspired by classic
For a
tabletop
second, I
role-playing
thought this
games.
is the same people who made Armor Games, the website, but I'm like, it's probably not. I was like, I can't believe they're still doing this stuff, and I was like, wait, it's probably not the same people.
Play with up to 4 friends as you meet charming NPCs, collect oddball items, and complete quests to unlock the secrets of the land.
Oh, this seems like maybe a good, like, if we ever have not many people on VN Night. The short VN Night wish list. Paladins.
The upcoming DLC for A Little to the Left cleans out the cabinets and secret compartments.
Oh,
with
I have this on my
delight
wish
and
list as
cupboards and
well.
forest-themed puzzles to discover. Along with even more charming illustrations and surprising scenarios. Coming June 27th.
Oh, it's this game again.
Henry Halfhead is a quirky sandbox adventure game about possessing and controlling
Yeah.
everyday objects.
He's
Today,
naked.
Henry is relaxing and doing some gardening. They enjoy planting new life and watching it grow from their care and love. Accompany Henry through their life story with all its ups and downs. Please wishlist Henry Halfhead now on Steam.
Okay, so
Hi, I'm
yeah.
And I'm making Gordlets, a cozy city building sandbox where you place buildings and scenery, and then little visitors called Gordlets show up and live in your world. Depending on what you build, they might play chess, read,
A lot of frog games.
So many frogs.
Same brain cell. Azure and I are both like, there's a bunch of frog games.
Gordlets will water them and pull weeds to grow a beautiful garden. Gordlets is coming soon.
As always, count them at any of these conferences.
What if love was your most precious resource? Play Matchmaker in Lakeburg Legacies, a cozy management sim. Create the best couples, handle the drama, and ensure that your kingdom thrives.
Did you see there? It said plus coward hat.
Hi cozy gamers, I'm Martina.
And I'm Nick.
And we're the founders of Loftier, a cozy MMO game about working together to build a better living world.
We're currently working towards our Kickstarter campaign, which will launch soon. And you're about to watch our very first teaser trailer.
Welcome to Loftier.
Imagine being like,
about working together to make a positive
actually, no,
impact
that
in
makes
the
sense.
world. You can learn skills such as hydroponic farming and sustainable crafting, go on adventures with your crew, and join the community on projects to improve the city. Whether you love socializing with friends, both old and new, or prefer playing solo, there's a home for everyone in Loftier.
No, when I'm done with it.
Like Azure specifically goes in there to cause trouble and chaos. Wouldn't have it any other way.
Bringing capitalism to video games. Let's go.
Oh, Oh, it's this game. This is the what is it called?
Pokemon.
Well, yeah, it's basically
it's
Pokemon.
Pokemon.
It's Pokemon, but
It's,
like you play volleyball.
Beastie Ball.
Yeah, Beastie Ball. That's what it was. But yeah, you make like a team of Pokemon and then you have them battle as like by playing volleyball. Which honestly, like as I said last time, I like this one better than the other like thing that they released, because this one like feels like unique. Like the monster designs are unique and stuff. Whereas in that other one that we saw during the conference, like it was
Pokemon
basically
with a gun.
legit just Pokemon with a gun. Like they literally copied off of like Pokemon. Like you look at it and it's like they literally just like traced a Pokemon and called it their own.
Hell yeah, legally distinct games. You love to see it.
It evolved.
And it just like in
Into a twink.
Pokemon, it evolves into a twink.
Now on Kickstarter.
Oh,
Yep.
I didn't see you there.
Boo. Cringe.
And for the past 2 years, I've been developing a little game about a little mushroom. Today, I have some very exciting news to share with you about it. So be sure to watch until the end.
I probably did, Callum, but I honestly don't remember anymore. My memory's really bad. It's been so long. I mostly, like, the biggest place I visited a lot was there on Massachusetts. There was a comic book store called Astro Kitty that I would visit all the time.
That explains so much.
The cool thing about... Oh no, you go, Azure, sorry.
No, I already said my bit.
No! But the cool thing about where Astro Kitty was, it was in like this weird building that like it, you know, like those like buildings in like some downtown areas where it's like a mini mall where like you go inside the building like from the street, and inside the building is several smaller shops inside. Like that's what it was like. Was if you went to the top of the building, like that's where Astro Kitty was. But there was also like a cafe at the bottom and like some seating areas with a TV that was like playing old cartoons, and people would like draw, like there was a whole mural where people would like draw various things and stuff. So it was pretty cool.
That sounds cool.
Yeah. But yeah, I would go there a lot with my friends. We would usually get like they had these special sodas at the cafe that I've never had like anywhere else. Like they were like the only people that made like these like very specific kind of sodas. They were sort of like Italian sodas, but with like a special kind of flavor to them. And we would get them all the time, like all the different flavors that they had and stuff. And then we would go up to Astro Kitty and like look through the stuff there, and then we would just like hang out in like the area in between. And it was like playing old cartoons on the TV like Betty Boop and stuff.
Betty Boop.
Yeah, it was. It had its very like it had a very particular vibe that I've never seen anywhere else. Though I heard after I left, like some years later, Astro Kitty apparently closed, which made me very sad.
Big beef. You hate to see it.
They couldn't afford the Betty Boop license.
Yeah, they found out and were like, "What are you doing?" Yeah, there was a lot of cool places on Massachusetts Street. A lot of those places, I don't know if they're there anymore. They had this one store that was just a soda store. So if you like go there, they just have tons of different sodas all along the walls, including like some really rare sodas. And so it was cool to like go there and just try different like brands and flavors and stuff, because they had all kinds. It was crazy. Another one. More Stardew. Also, it's true, Callum. It's very true.
Life has many doors at the boys.
Yeah. Orange season.
I hope that person died.
Like at the end of the game, that's how it ends.
It's almost said Monster Friends. What was that game called with the man in the pot?
Man in a pot.
You know what I'm talking
Getting
about?
over it?
Yeah, getting over it.
Yeah.
I played that one time, got very angry, and said never again.
Yeah.
Understand. Me with the Binding of Isaac, but I played it for 300 hours.
I don't like getting mad at games. I don't understand the purpose.
Yeah. I'm the same way. Like, I'm not one of those people that gets enjoyment just from, like, completing harsh challenges. Like, I
Right.
don't really care about that. For me, video games are more fun when it's, like, the journey is fun.
Yep.
You know? So I'm not really the type to get really into the, like, stuff like, even, like, Dark Souls and things like that. I'm not a big fan of.
Play Bloodborne.
Yeah, if you hate Dark Souls, then you should play Bloodborne.
Heck yeah. I do like the aesthetic of Bloodborne the best. I think it has the best aesthetic. I like it.
Away.
Based life sim in which you help Matsi, a small apple, to make new
Yeah, I
friends
put
for
Orange
the
Season on my wish list. Remember how there was like that one game during or no, it wasn't Gorilla Collective. It was one of the other conferences had, or I think it was Summer Game Fest, had like a farming sim in it. And I was like, oh, that looks cool. And then I looked it up and it was $60. $60 for a farming sim. I'm like, what the frick? Why? Why
Well,
is
they
it
gotta
60?
cover the Summer Game Fest fees.
Yeah, I guess so. I was like, if I see a farming sim that's not from, like, I could understand if it was like, oh, here's Nintendo releasing some big game and it's like a big IP or something, then, like, I can understand it then. But if it's just some random people that I don't know and can't trust, and they're like, here's a farming sim and it's $60, I'm like, no way, goodbye.
Yeah, if it's a Nintendo game, you're like, yeah, I get it. All their games are overpriced. Fair enough.
It's true.
In a tiny sticker tail, help a
I mean, that's the case with all, like, the AAA games nowadays. Like, if it's a AAA game, it's gonna be expensive no matter what. Like, 60 is kind of like the norm price for those games now. But typically, indie games are usually cheaper.
Breath of the Wild for still $60.
Yep.
You would think that, Caleb.
Yeah. You would think so. You would think so.
Is a small 2D adventure and exploration game
But
that tells the
I don't
story
know.
of adventurous little
I've said it before. I don't think things will get better unless we completely change the system. Because the problem isn't just like who's running it, but just like the whole system in general has problems.
Yeah, we gotta kill some people.
Yeah.
I mean, in Minecraft.
Yeah, in Minecraft.
No, not in Minecraft. I am a threat.
Yes. Yes.
I challenge the entire Supreme Court to Minecraft PvP.
Yo, can you imagine, like, if you could actually, like, do that? Be like, okay, well, to determine the fate of the universe, we're gonna play a video game. And who wins the video game is the victor.
About the world around her.
Isn't that just less athletic Space Jam?
You know what? That's true.
Gamer Jam.
We gotta bring back dueling.
Yes, we do. I remember I even saw a post where somebody was like, why can't we have it like back in the day where like people on the Supreme Court and stuff would just duel each other for things.
It's so messed up though. In the age of the internet, anyone can challenge you to a duel at any time.
Yeah.
Wake up in the morning, oh, got 1,000 duels scheduled before 11.
The riches of nature.
Another furry.
Yeah.
Carve out your own special corner of home in a beautiful, mysterious land.
Actually, Callum, here's what I would do. I would, like, the aliens would come be like, who should we wipe out? I would say, wait a second. Give me the technology to let people live on the moon so that all the people, like the Elon Musks and whatnot, will be like, oh yeah, let's do it. And they all move to the moon and then you explode the moon.
Beautiful harbor town.
There you go.
That'd be bad.
Like we need the moon or anything.
Yeah, the moon's a little important.
Okay, so maybe not the moon. We can do like some other planet or something.
Get rid of Mars. We don't really need that.
Just move them all to like the Vatican.
Yeah, just like everybody, let's hang out at the Vatican. Boom.
Just one of those parties like in Glass Onion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta do.
Or like the start of the latest James Bond movie.
Welcome to paradise.
What was it called?
Should we say?
I don't remember. But the latest James Bond movie, at the start of the film, when like the main bad guys from the last movie all just get freaking killed in the first 5 minutes at the party.
To dress up your pups and create your own unique style. Get your friends kitted out and hunt for treasure on
Yeah. No Time to Die. I should remember that because the song from Billie Eilish. That song's dope.
It is time to die.
You'll find along the way. Make this island your own. Build and customize it for you and the furry.
I can't look at this and not think of, there's like a Barbie game like this that's like all about you live in like this small town and you take care of dogs and it's like not good.
I legit thought you were gonna say there's a Barbie game like this where you walk a canyon. I was like, what?
It's about a
Yo.
There's legit a Barbie game like this where you assassinate members of the Catholic Church.
Yo.
A botanist and the last guardian of nature. One day, Henry finds out that the mother tree is in danger and that he needs to go on an urgent
That's fair, Callum.
back in order.
I remember some things about it, but
And below ground.
it definitely wasn't my favorite of the films.
Everything is connected. Accompany Henry on his journey. Use your ability to change in size and find out about the large and tiny wonders of this world. Wishlist the Guardian of Nature, now on Steam.
Does he look like that dude from the newspaper comics?
He's just a boomer comic.
But yeah, you know what I mean.
Oh, Gilbert?
Yeah.
He doesn't look like Gilbert. That's troubling.
complete your Pokédex.
You can't make me.
You did it once before, and you'll do it again.
Oh, the thing is, this game, I think I remember seeing, oh, thank you. I think I remember seeing, that game, or like a version of that game on, Itch.io. But I think it had like a bit of a different name. But I remember seeing that. I just got a smoothie, by the way.
Nice. Hand it over.
Okay, here we go.
Thank you, thank you.
Welcome to Manita's Kitchen, where you'll meet Trexito, a T-Rex with short arms that has one dream: to become the best.
I mean,
pizza maker.
you're not wrong, Callum. That is basically the whole film.
Join Trexie and their 4 dino friends in this
Like,
culinary adventure.
I'm looking up this game because I feel like I'll find out that the person who made this did make that other game. Let me see.
You can play Unpacking on a computer?
Unpacking is a Zen game about the
Heck
familiar
yeah.
experience of pulling possessions out of boxes and fitting them into a new home.
Pulling people out of your trunk.
Yeah.
How's the traffic after?
Later this year.
I'm still in it.
Yeah.
For those just
But how
joining,
is it?
We'd like to take a moment
It's
to
never
remind you about
moving.
our collaboration with the Able Gamers charity.
That makes sense.
Able Gamers creates opportunities for people with disabilities to enjoy
Big
video
sleep.
games by providing specialized equipment, advice, and education.
Is that a bug up there? Or is that
Assist
a...
individuals in getting
What
the
is that?
peripherals they need, work with developers to improve accessibility, and more.
And this year we are partnering
Where?
with Able to offer 2 limited time Wholesome Direct t-shirts
Up on
to
my
celebrate
stealing.
today's event.
Oh.
and 100%
Oh no,
of the proceeds
Azure.
benefit Able Gamers.
Don't
If you'd like
die.
to learn more, you can visit ablegamers.org and get your limited time t-shirts at theyeti.com/wholesome.
Get a shotgun. Kill it.
I'm in Texas. I already have one.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Get it.
Remember what?
Oh, first off, I'm gonna say I saw this game at the Accessibility Direct, and it looks pretty cool. But the other thing I was gonna say is, remember when we played Sven Co-op, and there was a part where we were climbing, like the part in Half-Life when you're climbing up the canyon, and you're gonna enter the pipe, but there's one of the head crabs in there, and I had my rocket launcher equipped.
Rocket launcher, yep.
So I just shot a rocket launcher into it, and it blasted me back.
I saw you fly out of that pipe into the canyon below.
Solarpunk is a cozy survival.
That's what I was like, that's me in real life. I see an insect and I'm like, oh god. Gotta blast it to smithereens.
Blast.
Live in harmony with nature and use sunlight, wind, and water to create an energy system and automate your processes like gathering resources and watering your plants.
Yeah, I still need to see the latest John Wick. I haven't seen it yet, but I definitely want to at some point.
I still need to see John Wick 3.
Heck yeah.
We forge a blacksmith's village.
I mean, they're all good
Find
action
the world's
movies.
Finest artisans.
I don't know if they're good movies, but they're good action movies.
Yeah. I mean, I would say the first one is like...
Well, the first one's legitimately a good movie, yes.
Yeah, but then after that, I think they kind of lose the way after that.
For a crafty adventure filled with mystery and charm.
But I guess part of the reason is because the first one is just a good standalone on its own. Like, it doesn't really need sequels, but they did it anyway.
Proof that a hammer, anvil, and your wits can overcome any challenge.
But yeah, this upcoming Wednesday, I'm planning to go with the fam to see the new Spider-Man film.
We've got a fresh look
Cool.
at the life of
Yeah.
wildflowers and some of the recent
So I'll be
updates
seeing
it's
that at
received,
least.
including additions to the romance, farming, and character customization systems.
Yeah, I've missed several films that I've wanted to see. Like, besides John Wick, I also there was a new anime film, Suzume, from the same person who did Your Name and some other films that we've also watched during anime movie night in here. And so I wanted to see it, but then I got sick around the time that it was in theaters.
Oh, no.
So that was when I got my cold, and so I missed it.
Oh, hey, we're getting another Bratz game.
Heck yeah. It does kind of look like the Bratz game.
Thought you said Rats game.
Yeah, we're getting another Rats game.
Yeah.
A Plague Tale city builder.
Come as fast as you can.
These hills are a prison, and I'm breaking out.
Moira
Dude, I'm breaking
McKinnon is
out.
running away from home across the Scottish Highlands to reach the sea.
Oh, do be posted about this one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this was also I think in the accessibility direct as well.
Yeah.
I remember seeing this game not too long ago.
Sushi Ben is a VR adventure game about saving a struggling sushi bar by bringing in new customers. The game also uses unique 3D manga panels to add film language to VR.
今すぐ出ていかないとこのちょっと傷んで危うい匂いのするマグロをぶつけますよ
You'll have to help customers with their problems before they agree to accompany you for dinner.
Oh, that rock like ate that person's hand.
A restaurant, but you date all the customers.
Heck yeah. Moomin! Moomin!
This is why I told you not to look at the page before the channel.
Yo! Is it more Snufkin in Moomin Valley? Yo!
That's what they said.
Yeah! I'm so excited for this game. I love them so much. Yo!
This is the game where Snuffkin has a gun.
Heck yeah, you know it. That's every game. There he is! There he is! I love him!
Okay, well, Tsunami.
And there's Little Mai. And there's Snork Maiden. And there's Sniff. And there's Moomin.
There's Sniff.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for that game. I'm so excited.
The Star
If you just
Heroes
can't
is a
hide it.
first-person
Yeah.
narrative puzzle adventure game that explores the power of photography and memories. Immerse yourself in a hand-drawn world, solve puzzles, and recreate photos to relive long-forgotten moments.
Look at this photograph.
Fall of Porcupine is a unique story adventure. Experience the exciting story of Finley and his friends in a lovingly illustrated world.
Night in the Woods too.
That's exactly what I'm picking up. Yeah.
Night in the Woods, but you can actually fight people.
Heck yeah. Fall of Porcupine.
That's next week.
Hi
Oh, snap.
I'm Kira, the community manager for Story of Seasons in the West. Here's a little snippet into some gameplay for Story of Seasons A Wonderful Life, which is coming out this June 27th.
Oh!
Let's create my own character. For those who played the original, you can see how much more choice you have now, and so I've made the decision to make myself. You can even choose what pronouns.
Oh yeah, this is the one. Oh, actually, that's cool.
And we've made some changes.
I will give them props for that.
With better movement, upgradable tools, and some helpful new facilities.
Yo, it looks just like the GameCube game.
Heck yeah.
Make some
I can hoe from 20 spaces away.
family, and there's so much to uncover here. I don't want to spoil too much, so
You can hoe wherever you want, Azure.
is the cutest thing ever.
They had a baby.
It's time for me to say goodbye,
Yo.
so let me leave you with a quick
They
summer
fucked.
montage.
Story of Seasons, A Wonderful Life. But yeah, it just reminds me. Yeah. It just reminds me about how, like, when we watched the Marvelous Direct, it was super bad.
Sour, please.
Ah. Yeah.
You're insane if you think you're making any money off this.
Wait, I just looked up Story of Seasons, A Wonderful Life. It's $50.
Of course it is.
But at least, like,
Nintendo Switch.
the thing that's funny about it is that this game that's from, like, a well-known IP is still cheaper than that one game from the summer.
Yeah.
Right? That game was legit $60. Oh, heck yeah, Callum. Yeah.
The wood plus the feather.
Campfire Cafe, a mobile game where you build, manage, and design a relaxing cat cafe and snack bar in the forest.
Yeah, I would say my favorite action movie from recent memory is probably Bullet Train. That film was...
Bullet Train is fantastic.
Yeah, that film
was
was so good.
Much better than it deserved to be.
Yeah.
A game where you open a restaurant in a forest filled with cute animals. Decorate and level up your restaurant and open new areas and activities for your customers to enjoy.
Heck yeah, Callum, you definitely should watch it. It's very, very good. It's very, very good. Like, I watched it more than once, and that's like a sign of a good action film, because typically action films are like, you watch it one time and you'll never watch it ever again.
Yeah.
But there are like a few where it's like, yeah, I would watch it again.
I haven't watched it again, and I feel like it would benefit from a second watch knowing the story.
Yeah, it does. It does help a lot because I watched it again with my family to show my parents it, like, and it does change a lot to have know what's going on from the very beginning, and like see how everything is like connected. Like there were a lot of things that I didn't notice the first time that I noticed the second time.
In Tracks of Thought, you're a little ladybug who's still
Bang.
figuring things out. And you're figuring out why no one in this train can remember where they're going. Team up with one of 7 bugs suited to your own personality.
It's a very large train.
Settle your differences in card battles.
Oh, that's cool that you
You're
can
a very
choose.
small bug.
It's cool that you can choose one of like several bugs to team up with to be your Watson in the story. That's cool. Oh yeah, I remember that film. Yeah. Oh, is this a city builder?
Looks like it.
How can it be a city builder if there's no frustrating, broken traffic system?
There's a reason they didn't show much of the cars and roads.
More wholesome games coming your way this year and beyond. These are going to go by fast, so don't forget to visit wholesomegames.com after the show for all the info and links to the games.
I mean, at the moment, I have to say Bullet Train. I think it's one of the best ones that I've ever seen, at least.
Of all time, my God. Like Predator?
Oh yeah, that's a
Yeah,
good
I
one.
mean, Alien 2 was really good.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of the first Kingsman, like the original Kingsman film. One
First Kingsman was fun.
One of my favorite films of all time. Yeah, I remember I showed Azure, and Azure's like, "Yes, this is this is great."
Maybe Enter the Dragon.
Yeah. Yeah, that's I'm considering like martial arts films is like completely separate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fair.
No one said Die Hard. Die Hard's right up there.
Yeah.
Die Hard's a Christmas film, though. It's not an action film.
Yeah, that's a Christmas film.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think there's like a lot of films that I guess my brain doesn't really consider as action films, even though they are action films, you know? Like, if somebody mentions it, I'm like, oh yeah, that film's great, but it isn't like the first thing that pops into my head when I think action film.
Like,
even though it's
an action film?
The Matrix is an action film, and it's up there. One that doesn't get enough credit, but I think deserves it, is True Lies.
Yeah.
Even though it's very tongue-in-cheek, it's still an excellent action film. I think I just like Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Penguin Game.
Me.
That's a good one too.
And you said there's one more after this?
Yeah, there's the future game show. And then the future game show tends to be pretty good. It's the PC gaming show that I am dreading when that happens.
Those are always a beautiful train wreck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the future game show is usually pretty good, at least in my previous experience with the show. And then there's also one after it, but I have no idea what it is. They said it's called like the OTK games like show or something, and I'm like, I don't even know what that is.
OTK is like a streamer organization.
Oh, is
like,
it? Oh.
I don't know what they're expoing.
Yeah, like, I'm very confused now. Maybe we'll start it, and if it's, like, really bad, I'll leave. I'm, like, curious now. I kind of want to see what's there. But if it's as bad as the Marvelous Expo, I'm not streaming all of it. Like, Azure, you weren't there when we watched it, but it was like, it literally was the most they showed during their own expo. Like, the fact that they had footage for Story of Seasons, but they didn't, like, show any of it during their presentation.
This is a different Story of Seasons that they showed here.
Yeah.
Which is even weirder.
Yeah.
Because that game wasn't even at the Marvelous show.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying is, like, it's weird that they didn't showcase that game. Instead, during the Marvelous Showcase, the biggest game they showed, like, the most gameplay they showed was for this game that looked like a mobile game. Where, like, you're, like, a fashion diva or something, and you create, like, outfits and stuff. And they spent, like, 30 minutes on that game.
Yeah. They're like, hey, we're making a new Rune Factory. There's no footage, and we don't have a title yet.
Yep.
And also a new Story of Seasons that we don't have footage, and it doesn't have a title yet.
But trust us, we're working on it.
It's gonna be so good.
Oh my god, this game looks great. I need to wishlist this one.
We're upgrading the graphics, so now it looks like a Wii game.
Yep. They did say that. Yeah, it was pretty bad. Probably one of the worst showcases the worst showcase from this year, but definitely not one of the worst showcases. There was still worse from previous years. Like, I'll still never forget the Bandai Namco showcase. Like, that showcase has made it so that I'll never watch a Bandai Namco conference ever again. It's never happened. Was that
the one where they didn't have any games, so they just talked the entire time, and then they showed a little bit of, like, something?
Yeah, they showed House of Ashes. And that's it. But the thing is, they had games, but they just didn't show it.
There's like Scarlet Nexus coming out like the week after.
It was so weird.
I still think the Bethesda one from the year when they just like announced Starfield and the new Elden Ring, or not Elden Ring, Elder Scrolls.